Hi guys, I am back and today I am going to be going over the products that I had planned to plan in 2022. Now, if you may remember, I did this video back in January. I will link it below along with my half of the year check-in, but I wanted to really quickly go through what I did and didn't use up and then talk about what I learned. So, firstly, face was where I thrived. I managed to use up both the primers, the NARS Smooth and Protect, and the Revlon Mattifying, my Coola Rosalian Tinted Sunscreen, and my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer, my Kat Von D, KVD Beauty, whatever, mini loose powders that I had repressed, as well as my Ulta Matte Setting Mist Mini. The only product in that category that I didn't get used up is this Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist, and as you can see, I don't have much left. I just didn't want to waste it trying to get it used up over the next week, just spraying it super aggressively if I didn't need to. Another area where I was not so successful was bronzer. I threw both of these in here. I have not touched this all year, but I have repressed it, and I am hoping to get some more use on it in the upcoming year. This does look a little bit different than my intro because of the repressing. And I have been playing around with this Hoola bronzer for the past month or so. So I'm excited to have gotten to play with this a little bit. But yeah, my bronzers in my Hourglass palette took way longer than I was expecting and was way too overexcited with bronzer in my planning to plan. The Creme Shop Eyebrow Pom Pom in the shade Taupe is another product that I didn't get used up, but I wasn't really expecting to. I have just kind of focused on it all year and used up maybe half or a third of what was left. I had already hit pan at the beginning of the year. If you want a better look at what this was looking like in the beginning of the year versus the end, make sure to check back in on Friday for my Partners in Cream update, and I will talk about this much more in depth. Then for eyeliners, I wasn't so successful. I was only able to use up my Revlon Micro Color Stay in the shade Brown. I still have these 4 eyeliners left. I just was too excited, but I did declutter a couple of eyeliners this year, and I ended up letting go of one that completely fell out of the inside fell out of the metal or wood part, and so it fell on the ground in the bathroom. Was not going to use it after that. So because of that, I did actually roll out a couple of eyeliners in my collection, and I was able to end the year with less than I started. I just didn't happen to use or get rid of any of these. I would like to continue focusing on eyeliners since they do go bad, but I don't think 5 in a year is realistic. I do remember kind of just being like, I want to get through some eyeliners, let me just grab some that I know I like. And that was kind of my thought process. I didn't really think about how many I realistically could use up in a year, and the answer is like 1 or 2. My Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer is another one that I just didn't touch because I was panning a different one and it took me way longer to pan it than I thought I was going to. I would like to use it up next year hopefully, or I might just throw it out. Eye primer is not my favorite category, but it is what it is, and it's still here, and I don't know, it exists. But I'm not like disappointed that I didn't finish it because I was working on a different eye primer all year. Then for lips, I was able to finish my Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow and my ABH lipstick in Spice, but I did not finish up either of my lip glosses from Buxom. I have Hot Toddy and Rose Julep. However, Hot Toddy is so close to being done. There's a good chance I could finish this by the end of December in the next 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, but I couldn't wait 3 weeks to film this because of holidays and things like that. So this might count as an empty on my year-end empties, but I can realistically get through 2 mini lip glosses in a year, if you count this. I also didn't get through my Huda Beauty liquid in the shade Trophy Wife. I didn't really touch it very much. Same with my Italia Deluxe lip liner in the shade Nude. Both of these are things that I do like. I just never really went through a phase where I was using it a ton. Actually, that's not true. I used this a good amount over the summer. I just never officially panned it, and there is way more product in here than you would think that there is. But I did use up my Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in Spice, which I'm so happy about because that is a product that I have tried to pan multiple times, and I very successfully panned it over the summer. I used up every last little bit that was in that tube, and I love that lipstick, but I'm happy to see it go. Now, I set really lofty goals for myself for next year as well. Spoiler alert, that video of what I would like to pan in 2023 is going to be up tomorrow, which I'm very excited about, but I didn't really go, oh, I put too many things on my list, I should stop, because I do think this is an interesting exercise to go through my collection and pull things out. Clearly, I was more successful in some areas than others, but I do think that knowing in my head, like, I want to pan this Hoola bronzer has made me play with it much more this year than I maybe would have. And my lipsticks or lip products, I knew which ones to reach for when I needed to pan something or when I just wanted to throw something in my handbag. So because of that, I did not severely limit the number of products that I said I wanted to pan for 2023, but I also am excited to see if I can do better next year. Or I think I thought more heavily about what I realistically did finish up last year and used that to guide what I want to finish up next year, I guess, if that makes any sort of sense. I really liked these glosses, and I've loved this gloss way more than I thought I would, so because of that, I rolled in a similar brownie gloss. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed. If you missed my previous uploads, I will link the 2 other videos in this series down below. Check back tomorrow for my what I'm planning to pan in 2023 video, and check back a bunch in December because I'm uploading twice as much this month. Other than that, I hope you're having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.